This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
Thanks for joining us today. We love having you here, and we're going to be hanging out with you for the rest of the show. So, stick around. We're going to have some fun. The guy that's been tracking Taylor Swift, her airplane. You heard about this guy? He's a UCF, University of Central Florida student. Go Knights.
Go Knights.
Yeah, he's a Knight. His name is Jack Sweeney, and he tracks celebrities' jets.
Yes, with the tail number,
With the
right?
tail number, which we'll get to in just a second. He tracks Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and of course Taylor Swift. And I think she had came out and said, "I'm trying to be carbon neutral. I'm not going to do it." And they're like, "Well, that's interesting. You just flew across the country,
flying
that
around
sort
the
of thing."
globe in your private jet.
Well, he found out that Meta blacked him out altogether. So he said, and they gave him no warning and no explanation as why. They said, "You're off of our platforms." He's actually been blocked by 40 accounts so far on multiple platforms altogether. So, and the reason I said I'll come back to that. So, this is a guy that he tracks. All you have to do is just, the number that's on the back. You can do this, like, if you see a movie and it has an airplane, like a private airplane, you can find out where it went. All you got to do is type it in.
Michael Jordan's private plane has MJ23.
on it. Yeah, a lot of them have, it's neat how they'll add that in there. But anyway, they have, you can track it. Anybody can track it. He just puts it on social media, and they don't like that. They don't like. And I'm like, well, if you wanted to find out where it's at, it's very simple to do.
Yeah.
Literally, you can just Google it. You can just type it in.
Can't you just go into the FAA website and put in the
do
tail
that,
number,
too.
and then you can find out where it's going?
It's very simple, and where it's been, who owns it, who's leasing it, and where it goes. And now they do have the option where they can black it out, kind of truncate it, where you don't know where it's at and that sort of thing. But the pilot would have to do that prior to his flight.
Does it get the AI Coogie sweater?
It does not. Unfortunately not.
We talked about that in the other show.
I think now we'll be able to know where Mark Zuckerberg is at all times.
I need to know.
Yeah,
I need to know where
Mark
at.
Zuckerberg is.
Right now.
Right now, immediately. I can understand it from a safety perspective and a privacy perspective, especially for some of these folks who might be a little bit more high profile and might be, in the line of fire,
Certainly,
per se, But I think it is public information, so...
That's where it comes down to. He's like, all I'm doing is just regurgitating public information. That's all I'm doing. So I'm kind of on his side on that, but at the same time, too, I can understand they would like to have some of their privacy. And you know what? If I know that Taylor Swift is landing in Des Moines, Iowa, do I really care?
Yeah, but why don't they do the same for folks who dox other people with their personal and private information? Like, to me, if you have a political disagreement with someone and then you post all their personal information on any of these social media sites, those people should be kicked off as well, and banned, to be honest with you.
And their information should be put out there as well. I mean, if it's fair play, everybody gets after that.
Sure. Well, a nightmare scenario played out at a Kentucky hospital. This is crazy. As a patient woke up seconds before doctors were about to remove his organs.
All right, well, there you go.
Well, a couple of us
I'm
in
done.
here have had that
Thomas
issue.
T.J. Hoover was taken to the hospital in October of 2021 after overdosing on drugs. He was later declared brain dead. Fast forward to 2024 when a nurse was wheeling him into the OR for organ donation. Hoover's sister says he opened his eyes on the gurney as he was being moved from intensive care, but she was told it was just a typical reflex and did not mean he was still alive. Seconds before doctors were about to remove his organs, he woke up on the operating table. Hoover is now living with his sister and making an incredible recovery.
As God is my witness, we're talking about our wills, my wife and I, and she's like, we really need to get, now that we're married, we need to figure all this stuff out. And I said, Liza, I'll sign one. All I say, in my will, you will check 4 times to make sure I'm dead. I don't care if you have to punch me in the face.
Do you need the ding bell? When you're in the, like Howard Stern has talked about this, he wants to be buried, but he needs a ding bell.
They used to do that a long time ago.
Yeah.
But my thing is,
bury people.
I'm laying on the table and they're about to do this.
Yes.
And that never happened.
Yes.
It just happened in Kentucky.
You just come back up.
So keep me away from Kentucky doctors and just make sure I'm dead. Do whatever you got to do.
If you have the slightest inclination that somebody might be alive on their way to getting their organs donated, I would just throw up flares.
I think it's a very good cause. Yeah.
I mean, that's me every morning.
All right, we will revive. We will be here with all our organs when we